Today we're at the Isles of Collier Preserve, and this is an amenity video. What we're looking at is their resort style pool and all of their outdoor features. This is where they have a lot of like outdoor music, reggae nights, that sort of thing. But it's also where you can grab something cool to eat at the Overlook Bar and Grill, enjoy a sunset, and just enjoy the outdoors, reading a book, that sort of thing. If you like what you see today, please like, comment, subscribe. Don't be afraid to reach out to me if you have any questions. I leave my contact information here. Text, email, it's the quickest way to get in touch with me. Let's just see what we get going here. I'm whispering, kind of feel like I have to be. I'm being a little quiet right now because it's Monday and people are trying to really enjoy the atmosphere and, you know, chill, read a book, that sort of thing. But this is kind of what you could expect here on a day-to-day basis, you know, minus the evening hours when things are rocking and rolling. But as we walk up, we've got the beachfront entry into the resort style pool. And then we've got the Isles of Collier private dining area. Let's go check it out. This is the Overlook Bar and Grill. It's for members only. But there's no food and beverage minimum here, which you might come to expect at other clubs, right? Use it or don't use it. It's closed right now because it's Monday, but it's a great place to come and catch a sunset, enjoy dinner with your family, and kind of get that waterfront vibe that others have to wait in line for when they're at the beach, right? You have it here at your own home community. This building really opens up into kind of like a tiki shack restaurant sort of vibe. And then if you look out this way, we've got Tidewater. This water will take you all the way to the Gulf of America, I don't know, but it's not stocked. It's because it's Tidewater. It has snook, tarpon running through it. There's a really cool atmosphere. This is an electric boat you can rent out and go on little sunset cruises. And then the whole community, you can probably see everyone riding their bikes in the background. There are paths all throughout this preserve community. This is the Isles of Collier Preserve. We're here at the Overlook Bar and Grill, and this is a great place to come, catch up with friends and family, enjoy a sandwich or a salad, and just watch the sunset or just that Florida view. So that's the clubhouse, and that's where you're gonna find the state-of-the-art gym, rooms that you can rent out. They have an event coordinator here, so there's all sorts of events taking place, from cribbage and cards all the way to little flea markets and things like that. I've come here a number of times with clients, and they've had like little outdoor markets going on. It's a really cool area. It's also not uncommon for them to have like a really cool pool night with some live music. And I think you could tell that this is just a really cool place to grab a cabana and enjoy what you're paying for, that outdoor view. Behind me over here, you can see, I've talked about this before, there's a lot of ways to live here. And over there, we've got some really nice like townhome condos. Another video of mine, I'm showing you a 3,000-foot Jasmine Grand built by Minto, but there's also stock built home, which is a renowned luxury builder here in Southwest Florida. You can get a home here anywhere from $700,000 for like a coastal cottage with a 2-car garage, all the way up to 4 or 5 million, which is, you know, 5,000-foot stock luxury built estate. This isn't a 55 and up community, so, you know, there's all sorts of lifestyles happening here. I can kind of picture like a family with kids coming back here and hanging out, bringing their picnic stuff, maybe ordering some food from the Overlook Bar and Grill, and kind of just enjoying this little sandy attempt to be kind of a beachfront atmosphere. It does the trick for me. So we're walking up to where you can rent out kayaks and canoes and actually take off in the tidewaters here. But this seems like a really good spot to show you that, you know, the preserve lifestyle greenery thing is in full effect here. There's not an inch of wasted space. I could see you bringing out some cornhole boards and just having like a really good time out here. But anyways, they've got this really nice little shack here, and you can go to the clubhouse and you don't have to rent them for money. You just you just sign them out and you can take off. And these are, I mean, that's a nice stand-up sit-in paddleboard. So these don't cost money. They're built into your amenities. You just go to the clubhouse, you talk to the concierge there, and you rent out a kayak or a canoe, and you just drag it over to this dock. Let's go check it out. This is beautiful. Awesome view. You can see across the way, they've got some more paths. They've got some lookout piers in the distance, but this is where you grab your kayak, you drop it in. They've got these really nice, you know, built-in areas to drop in your kayak, and it's, you know, it's about as easy as it gets. This is probably where I would come with my fishing rod and kind of just fish these waters, but you could do that from a kayak or canoe, and I think that's a pretty unique feature for a community like this. It's just beautiful out here. I love it. There's a few resident eagles. I've seen them here a few times. Right now it's mostly cormorants and ningas, but you can see the bridge. They've got a lot of nice agriculture, slash pine and cypress, Australian pine. It's just a really old Florida preserve style community. So this is definitely one of the main reasons people come here, and it's for pickleball and tennis. Now, a lot of communities have pickleball and tennis, but they don't have it on this level. Not only do we have at least 14 pickleball courts and 6 tennis courts, there's more planned to be constructed here. And on top of that, you have access to tennis and pickleball instructors. It's a very competitive community. People are here nonstop, just ripping pickleball and tennis. As you can tell, let's just take a peek at this, Matt. Down the way, you can see there's more courts than you thought there were. It's Monday, it's 12, it's noon, it's warm. So if you're here at 10 o'clock in the morning, any day of the week, these places are rocking and rolling. It's very competitive. You can join leagues, you have instructors, and it's one of the bigger draws that bring people to the Isles of Collier is how involved people are into the events and just being active in general. These trails are easily one of my favorite features. It's a great way to end the workday, maybe get an exercise in, go for a long run without having to leave your community. They're huge, they're 12 foot across, and I just love the idea of living that old Florida life and kind of just like, I don't know, feeling safe in my own community. So if you want to live like every day as a vacation, the Isles of Collier Preserve here in Naples nails it. This isn't just resort style living. This is 2,400 acres of preserve, trails, and waterfront living. If you wanted me to tell you like what makes this place so special, first, like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell for notifications. You get this preserve style life, this old Florida life, but you get also those amenities, those trails, the waterfront access, the golf access. You get really close reach to downtown Naples. I'm talking 15 to 20 minutes tops. Same distance to Marco Island. It's in a really cool area. We're not in the flood zone. That's a huge draw. Believe it or not, with all this water and golf access, we're not in the flood zone. We've got that old Florida preserve, but we've got it all for like very low fees. Right next door to us is Treviso Bay. It's a golf community that's kind of like-minded to the Isles of Collier, but Isles of Collier doesn't have golf. And the difference there is, $20,000 plus a year in fees because you're paying for golf over at Treviso Bay versus, roughly $7,000 a year here. And that includes all of the amenities that I've shown you, the restaurant and bar, the trails, the maintenance, they have top-notch gate access, 24/7 concierge gate. The amenity center has concierge and event coordinators. The homes are just perfect. We've got Minto as a builder here, and we have Stock. Stock does a top-notch job in luxury. They're really well known. And those homes go for, $3, $4, $5 million. They're spacious, they're done to the nines. And the Minto homes, you could go from a coastal cottage, as it were. The last one I sold was $700,000. There's a 2-bedroom and a den. It had a 2-car garage, 1,400 feet. It's just really, like, if you're kind of into that minimalist vibe, we've got that here. They've got villas here, they've got condos here, and you can work all your way all the way up to about $2 to $3 million in the Minto world for a single family home on the water, custom pool, all of it just knocked out of the park. If you have any questions about what I showed you today, please use the contact information I'm leaving in the channel. Text, email is the quickest way to get to me. Like, comment, and subscribe. But at the end of the day, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what your favorite feature of the Isles of Collier is. If you're from here, let me know what you think everyone else should know about this neighborhood. And until next time, I'm New Home Nick.